let me bring back the agenda. So we'll have Briyan Cesak, who is us from Screenshot next.
Yep.
Hi, Briyan.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be here. I will just share my screen to show you a little bit more about what we do, if it's fine with you.
Yep, and that's a great setup.
Very thank you. Yeah.
Pro streamer.
Really gamer. All right. So let me know whenever everyone see and I could get in.
Yeah, we've got your screen.
All right. So thank you very much for having me today. Super happy to be joining the Blockchain Game Alliance and all of you guys. So today I will present you a screenshot and I will tell you a little bit more about my team, who we are, what we are going to build, and the next roadmap we are actually building right now. So just give you a little word about us. So Screenshot is basically going to be a play-to-earn studio. So we are going to create as well so the infrastructure that we're building for our games and the games themselves. So the vision that we have for game at Screenshot is based on 4 pillars that we try to push as much as we can. We try to play a lot on the interactive and fun gameplay, and I think we all know that there is still a lot of way to go into our ecosystem, and I do believe the future will bring a lot of cool stuff, and honestly, like few games will arrive this year about this as well. So we just want to push forward more in this direction. We want to work as well with really so dynamic and really talentuous designers that I will present you a little bit later, that are working with us on the different projects. The tokenomic loops as well is super important for us, as to try to define, of course, all the technical aspect about how we can make this paradigm shift really reach the power that he has to. So I think we are really careful about this thing that we do about the aspect of economics, and in my team as well, that we have really well advised about this subject. So this is something which is really important to us. And definitely the last part, which is I think one of the most important for all of us that are into game, which are our communities. And we tend to try to do everything for them, because they are the people that are following us, that are helping us. And actually, we give as much energy as we can for them. And I'm super proud of the community that we have at the moment with the team. So just to explain you a little bit about how do we work at Screenshot, we are based in 2 parts. First one, which is what I call the lab. This is basically, I think, what we all need to do in this ecosystem, is that we are either want to build games, but we need as well to adapt our games to the current infrastructure. So I have 2 CTOs actually, that are Christophe Dumont and Rémi Roicourt, that are 2 OG guys that actually made in 2018 one of the first game of blocks, one of the first game on the blockchain, not the first one for sure. It was almost at the same time as Axie Infinity when they released the first collection. And so basically we tend to build as well the infrastructure, which is all related, of course, to the Web3 aspect, the smart contracts, all the interaction that we can have with the different application and with our games and with the tokenomics and everything. So I think it's way much more complex, and the talent and the skills that we need to be creating all the things that we need to do. But it's amazing, because actually everything that we try to do as well with the lab is that we try to think over stuff that we can scale on the long term, and that we can implement in our next games. And yeah. So basically right now we have 2 creations that we are working on. There is the first one, which is Game of Blocks, which is that I was just speaking about a little bit before, which is actually a game from 2018. We just bring it back to life. Yeah, it was actually dead between 2019 and today, but we brought it back to life. And now we have relaunched it this month. Actually, we have 10,000 people on Discord following us on this. The community is super active at the moment, and we are currently making a giveaway for free to the community about our NFT to be played in the game. So this is the first step of our journey here. And then there is the second project that we call the Evereye, which is a project which is a little bit more ambitious on the long term, where we actually tend to maybe more have a mobile kind of style game in the future. I will tell you a little bit more about this later, but it's still a little bit early for that. So related to our team, we are mainly international at the moment. We have French people mostly. people from the US, mainly in California, and in the Philippines as well. So I'm super proud of having this international aspect into our team, because it forces us to be opening all our chakra to the community and to the people we work with and we interact with in our community. And we have people from different big licenses that are currently working with us, people from Star Wars, League of Legends, Riot Games, One Piece. So we had people from Senseiya, Marvel, Toei Animation, Dragon Ball Z, The Elder Scrolls, all those kind of really interesting licenses that are actually people that work with them, and we tend to take the best talent that we can to bring them with us and to work on those projects. So I'm super excited as well to show you the things that are about to come. I won't show anything today on the visual aspect, but this is going to be super exciting, and specifically the month of October about this. So in terms of technology that we decided to go on, I think all our team is really focused on working on Ethereum for many reasons, but of course because this is mainly the main mature ecosystem at the moment, and that we think on the long term. We all build for the long term, and we do believe it's maybe the best solution. Of course, there is the question of how the things on chain, off chain, and everything, but this is a question that we'll speak about more precisely about the specificality of the games. But basically, we are going to build on Ethereum almost everything that we do. So the lab is what I was telling you about. We build the infrastructure for all the creation in the future. So the purpose for us is to be able to scale whatever the time we spend onto our work. So we work as well on the gameplay aspect for the things, the economics, the community, and the technical aspect. All of these that we try to be able to scale later on and to reuse in our process and in our methodology. So this is mainly for that. In terms of game of blocks, I will just give you a quick intro about what's going on right now. So this is our roadmap. The roadmap is divided in 6 phases. So at the moment, we are having this kind of game with the community where they actually need to interact with the community during events, quests, and through engagement to win our land. And so at the moment, actually, what we call our land pass is actually already available on OpenSea. We inspire ourselves a lot from Meta Hero, because we try to tend to use the best insights from the people in the ecosystem, and I think it was a really interesting development they've made there. But basically, we are about to give away all our land pass for free to the community and to let them play in our games later on. So this is about to come during all this month. The last moment to get into the giveaway event is until the 15th of October, and then all the land will be given away to all the people that will participate for free. So that's it for Game of Blocks. And in terms of our roadmap, just to speak a little bit more about where we are, what we do, and where we go. So first, we launched Game of Blocks actually 1 month ago, where now we have 10,000 people on our Discord, and I think we will have, and I hope we will have more as well. But we are super happy because we have a community which is like us, international, coming from Brazil, Philippines, France, the USA, Africa. We have people from everywhere, but I think it's pretty much the case for all the people here. So, and it's something that I care a lot for. And we launched actually Game of Blocks during this month of September. The NFT will be given away after. We have Game of Blocks that we'll make some more updates at the end of this month related to what's going to be Game of Blocks as for the gameplay aspect. And then there is the Evrai, which is the last project that I didn't speak so much about, which will be more related to the mobile aspect. But if you really pay attention to the beginning of the presentation, we are currently working with people from League of Legends and Riot Games, so it can give you a little bit of advice and clue about what we try to do with the Evrai. But this is a more long-term project. It will take much more time. But yeah, this is kind of the roadmap that we are trying to do. I won't give much more about the dates, but this is pretty it for us. And you can join our community. We are on Discord, Twitter, YouTube. We're on Twitch as well. This is why I have this setup actually for our community, because we try to interact as much with them as we can through the AMA. And you can follow us there on Screenshot Labs, Game of Blocks, and the Evrai. Thank you, everyone, and happy to answer any questions if you have any.
Well, very
Thank you, Brian, for the presentation. I'm really keen to see more of the game at a demo day. Actually, like this is piquing my interest, and like definitely your approach to like how those NFTs are being distributed. It's quite novel. It's really refreshing. You're not selling them, not doing any like bonding curve or like just issuing all at once. So how did you came up with this idea that it should be through community engagement only?
Yeah, I think because there is something in this ecosystem that we care a lot for, and I think that we all try to do right in our ecosystem is a community. We wanted first to build a strong community before getting into the journey of selling anything, because we wanted to prove to the community that all our work was carefully made, and the money was not the pump and dump kind of scheme that we may occur at the moment into the NFT. We wanted to show that first we have a good face into what we do, and to give to everyone the feeling that we are a really serious team. We work super well. We execute 100% on what we do. And so we tried this as well as a new way of doing, because we believe as well there is many ways into this ecosystem to make money, specifically for the game people. And there is a primary market, which is of course a possibility, but there is as well the secondary market with the royalties. And we think it's all of this relies as well into kind of a balance. It's a first try that we've made with Game of Blocks. Actually, we are kind of pretty happy because we give it for free, and we already sold a land for 1 Ethereum, so which was not expected at the beginning. But what we care of is like not us manipulating the value of the land, but more the community bringing a value to the land because of how they feel about it, right? And this is what we tried. We didn't know it would work. It was just really like we wanted to give everything for the community, and this is what we did. And we are super happy about the outcome at the moment. And yeah, this is mainly the main reason about this. And of course, in the meantime, there was this new product that I didn't speak so much today about, the Evrai, that will come later on. That will be as well on another model. So we actually try and make the different tests as well on our side, and that we completely assume actually to try to find the best way to make actually an economic which is smart, a community which is strong, and always we're looking for the long term.
Wonderful. Thank you. Well, Brian, good luck with everything. Sounds like your project is very inclusive and, it's very experimental as well, but in a good way. So we're definitely looking forward to see where you guys are going to taking it.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations again.
Good luck, everyone, and happy to be there.
Absolutely.